Put your hands up.
No.
What?
I said no.
Why not?
I don't want to.
But I've got a gun.
I don't care.
Doesn't make any sense.
Too bad.
If you've seen my Do Not Be Deceived video, then you know that I have little to no interest in the Witness as a character. He is a servant of the Winnower, just like Oryx was, and I don't see the character making it past Lightfall. I've had this opinion since the launch of Witch Queen. Let me explain it. It is my belief that the Final Shape expansion will focus more on the Gardener and Winnower, as they are the true endgame beings of the universe. You can't end the saga of Light and Dark without properly introducing and dealing with these two. I'm not saying that the pyramids won't have any presence in the game after Lightfall, but they won't be the main focus, or rather they shouldn't be. So let's take Final Shape out of the equation in regards to the story of the pyramid ships. Let's focus in on Lightfall. Let's look at the Witness and his place in its story. What is the Witness? The child of darkness, the messenger of the end. The Witness is a servant of the Winnower and has ascended beyond his mortal form. To quote Savathun, power and knowledge turned to greed and despair. The Witness was forever changed. I believe it's safe to say that the Witness is the equivalent of a Dark Speaker. He's basically this guy from Infinity War. Look, he even holds his hands the same way. We've established what the Witness is, but what does he want? The Witness wants the Final Shape. Okay, cool. What is the Final Shape? The Final Shape is, in other words, the final state of the universe. The Gardener wants the verse to end up one way, and the Winnower another. The analogy that I always give is that the universe of Destiny is like a child. The Gardener and Winnower, the beings that created it, are like two dysfunctional parents. They both think that they know how best to raise their child, and since its birth, they have been fighting each other for custody. So what is the Final Shape for a universe under the Winnower? It means a universe where all life will be judged by the sword logic. The strong will rise from the deep, and the weak will drown in it. Strength will live, and weakness will be rewarded with death. The end state of this process will be a universe where only strength remains. Every bit of weakness has been removed. Here's the problem with the Final Shape. No king rules forever. No one stays strong forever. At some point, everyone becomes weak. Oryx, Savathun, and even the worm god Zol are great examples of this. So in reality, what is the Final Shape? The end. The darkness. The Winnower. To quote Rolk, the final abyss awaits us all. The Final Shape is a universe where only the Winnower remains, because only the Winnower can stay strong forever. After all, he's the one making the rules, right? Why is this in any way relevant to the Witness? What I'm trying to tell you is that the Witness is leading the entire universe and the Black Fleet towards complete extinction. Ultimately, that's what he wants. If the Gardener is killed or removed as a threat, the Winnower will get to do whatever he wants with everything. Nothing will be spared. In case you're confused as to why the Witness is okay with this, remember, he has most likely been transformed. I doubt his will is completely his own. It's either that or he's just a religious fanatic. Okay, that's the intro out of the way. This is my view of the Witness, and a large part of why I couldn't care less about him. That's why I call him a him after all and not it. I see the multiple voices thing as the character trying to be seen as a god, like an ego thing, a bit of a flex, and they're not a god, right? They're not that big of a deal. I just don't care, okay? This brings us to the main part of the video. The Witness might be a zealot of the Winnower, okay, cool. And might be uber powerful, okay. And might be in control of the pyramids for now, and I guess the race that's within them as well. But what is his relationship to them? I'm gonna make a separate video on this, but the pyramid race don't have bodies, and yet the guy that leads them does. Kind of convenient, isn't it? Almost like there's a disconnect between them. Here's the truth. I've made this video for a specific purpose. I want you to know that the witness has competition, a rival to the proverbial throne of the pyramids. I'm talking about the final god of pain, the purest light, the darkest hour. I'm talking about my boy Nezarec. Now, if you haven't seen my Nezarec video from 2 days ago, go watch it. It's good. I enjoyed it. It was fun to make. But Bungie has all but confirmed his return by linking him to the pyramids. I said it before, and I'll say it again. The boy is dead, yet his lore is all about him coming back. Why mention him after 4 years and link him to the most relevant faction in the story at the moment, if not to bring him back? Now, there is more about Nezarec that I know, but I won't be talking about that in this video, because I actually just don't need to. This is my main point. The Witness might be the leader of the pyramids now, but I would argue that if Nezarec were alive, that he would be the one calling the shots and not the suicidal zealot. Why? 2 reasons. The Witness isn't a ruler. The Witness is a lackey, a servant of the Winnower. Now, you are a smart individual. We can agree on this. You understand that we're talking about the pyramid race, right? If you've seen my previous videos, you know they exist. You know they have a history. You know they have a culture. And I guarantee you they have a hierarchy. You realize that they wrote books about Nezarec back in the day. This dude was referred to as he with a capital H. This guy wasn't a disciple. This guy was powerful enough to be considered a god. And here's the kicker. We know that Nezarec is connected to the pyramids. If the Witness was always the ruler of the pyramids, do you think he'd be okay with a subordinate being called a god? The purest light, the darkest hour. Listen, this is all waffle, but I do English in college. Waffle is all I see there. And what I see here is someone with considerable, if not absolute, authority. I'm calling it. If and when Nezarec is revived, the Witness will not be happy. Why? Well, because of what I just explained in regards to the final shape. As opposed to the Witness and his disciples, we know that Nezarec doesn't plan on going anywhere. I'm going to quote his lore. He will never cower when dusk does fall, but stand vigilant as old stars die and new light, with a capital L by the way, blinks its first upon this. Now this is a big boy word. I don't know if I can pronounce this right. Fated, eternity. I'm sure I got it right one of those times. Okay, alright, now joke's over. Let me ask you this. Okay, this is big brain time. If Nezarec, a guy who was worshipped as a god, has been dead for ages, and his whole point of his lore is about him coming back, finally gets resurrected, do you think he has any interest in just letting himself die again and get put back in the boxes for eternity?
No.
I don't think so. And that brings us to the second reason. Oh yeah, it's great that the Witness and his disciples are so selfless to the cause of the Winnower. We all hear their voices loud and clearly. But what about the voices you don't hear? It's clear that the Witness knows what his master wants. But is that what his people want? I'm going to leave you with this and give it to you straight. You're looking at a 50-50 scenario in Lightfall. The Pyramid Race will fight and die with the Witness if that's what they really want. Because death is all they would want, right? But if they don't want the final shape, if they don't want death, then clearly at the moment, they don't have much of a say in the matter, do they? I said I don't see the Witness living past Lightfall. And we know Nezarec is coming back. The only question that's left is who the Black Fleet will support when that happens. I hope you found this video entertaining or informative. Maybe a bit of both, hopefully. I'll talk to you guys soon. And no, this is not the last time we'll be talking about Nezarec. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.
For humanity.